How were the Egyptian pyramids built? Historical background. The pyramids were built during Egypt's Old Kingdom, particularly from the 3rd dynasty, around 2700 BCE, to the 6th dynasty, around 2200 BCE. The most famous pyramids are located on the Giza Plateau, built during the 4th dynasty, especially under pharaohs Khufu, Cheops, Khafre, and Menkaure. Purpose of the pyramids. The pyramids served as tombs for pharaohs, designed to protect their bodies and possessions. For the afterlife. They were considered stairways to heaven, symbolizing the divine power of the king and his journey to join the gods. Materials used: limestone, used for the bulk of the pyramid. Granite, used for internal chambers and sarcophagi, transported from Aswan, 800 kilometers south. Basalt and alabaster, used in pavements and temples nearby. All materials were sourced locally, except the fine white Tura limestone and Aswan granite. Workforce: contrary to the myth of slaves, evidence suggests the pyramids were built by a large, skilled labor force of around 20,000 to 30,000 workers. These included stonecutters, engineers, architects, laborers, and artisans. They were organized in teams and worked in rotating shifts. Workers lived in nearby workers' villages with good food, medical care, and housing. Quarrying and transporting. Stones were quarried nearby or transported on the Nile River using boats. Copper tools, such as chisels and dolerite hammers, were used to cut limestone and granite. Stones were moved over sledges dragged over sand. Water was poured on the sand to reduce friction, as proven by modern experiments. Building techniques. Step-by-step construction process. Site preparation. The bedrock was leveled with great precision. Orientation. The pyramids were aligned to true north with astonishing accuracy, possibly using the stars or a shadow method. Layer-by-layer construction. Stones were placed in horizontal layers, starting from a square base. Ramps were used to transport blocks higher as construction progressed. Ramp theories. Straight ramp, built from the ground up to the pyramid face. Simple but would require massive materials. Zigzagging ramp, wound around the pyramid, more manageable. Internal spiral ramp. A newer theory suggests an internal ramp within the pyramid itself. Precision placement. Blocks were placed with incredible precision, using levers, wooden sleds, and manpower. The casing stones, now mostly gone, were polished and tightly joined. Finishing touches. The pyramid's outer casing was made of polished white limestone, reflecting sunlight like a mirror. At the top was a capstone, or pyramidion, often covered in gold or electrum, a gold-silver alloy. Adjacent temples and causeways linked the pyramid to the Nile and served religious functions. Engineering marvel. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, originally 146.6 meters, 481 feet tall, was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. Its base is almost perfectly square and level to within a few centimeters. It consists of about 2.3 million blocks, each weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons. Modern evidence and insights. Archaeological digs, like the workers' villages at Giza, and ancient graffiti confirm the existence of well-fed and organized labor forces. Papyrus scrolls, like the Diary of Mirror, discovered in 2013. Detail. Transportation of limestone by boat to Giza. Modern experiments, such as those by NOVA and National Geographic, have demonstrated how the pyramids could realistically be built. With ancient tools, still a few mysteries. Despite all this knowledge, some questions remain. How exactly were the heaviest blocks lifted and placed? Was there truly a hidden internal ramp system? Did the Egyptians use lost techniques we haven't yet uncovered? Summary. Built by skilled Egyptian workers at slaves' tools, copper tools, sledges, ramps. Manpower. Materials: limestone, granite, alabaster. Methods: layered construction using ramps, stone dragging on wetted sand purpose, tombs for pharaohs and symbols of divine power legacy, among the most remarkable achievements in human history.